Hi, I wanted to make a little video to show how I shape the K braces on my Kama series guitars. This is what I call the K brace for obvious reasons. It's sort of like, well, I should call it the half K, but that's a lot of stuff to say. These are laminated spruce, 6 pieces at 40 thousandths of an inch each. That with the glue that's used to make them coming in just about 1/4 of an inch total thickness. And these are sort of in like anatomical terms. These guys are sort of the spine of the top. And these are the only braces. These will be, fitted and shaped, but these are the raw blanks. These are the only braces that provide a long grain continuity. And I needed them to not be straight because I have this radially braced pattern, which goes neat, 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 like the clock of the arm of a clock. So it's hand of a clock going around from the center. All right. So there's the background on the K braces. So I needed to figure out a way to make them fit my top. Now my top it's not flat. It has a 28-foot radius dome on it, which is there for a number of reasons. It's there for strength, and it's there to provide a little bit of a guarantee against the top cracking in case the guitar is exposed to very low humidity. So the top can actually flatten out. It can get smaller and flatten out without cracking. If you have a dead flat top and you expose it to really low humidity and the top shrinks, it has no elasticity. It has no slack, so it just can crack. And nobody likes that. So my question was, with these, how do I make these curved shapes fit the inside of a dome? So I'll use this radiusing wheel here, which has glued on adhesive, to show that when you lay this curved thing on this, the geometry is just nuts. It's so complex, but I'm trying to make it basically perpendicular to a straight line across the top. So I want these to have like a fixed relationship to the top and not be completely out of square at the ends like these are, a little out of square here, and again, completely out of square. So if I were to shape these by hand, I'd kind of be just groping. If I'm like holding them and I'm trying to imagine what that angle is. So I made this device, and this holds the K braces. You can see here I have one loaded up against these blocks and between these pins held in with these little softwood wedges. So then I turn on my super pottery wheel device here, and I'm gonna grind these guys. If you can see here, I've made marks all along the bottom, so I know how much progress I'm making, because otherwise there'd be no way to know exactly how much material I'd taken off. So this gives me, I know when to stop. So here we go. And I would usually wear a mask, by the way, doing this, but not for this. So, at this point I can check my progress, and I can see I'm almost done with this one, and I haven't been leaning on this one quite hard enough, so I'll just change how it feels a little bit and lean towards myself. There we go. At this point I've sanded off, I've sanded off my line completely, and I know that I've got this nice consistent relationship on my braces. So I pull these out of the mold, and by the way, it's really easy to get confused when you're shaping this. This is the side the side I just made, I'm gonna glue to the top, and the other side I'm gonna shape and cut. It's kind of hard to see a 28-foot radius on here, so I always mark each one of these braces with a good pencil line so I know which side I'm working on. Anyway, that way I have a consistent relationship that's not going to impose any weird twisting or warping on the top that could be telegraphed through the top and make kind of an unsightly stress on the top. And also, it doesn't stress the top in any particular way, because like if you, I try to build my guitars with as little stress built into them as possible, so that the only stress they experience is string tension. And if you have a top if you have a brace that's twisting as it's glued into place, then that's going to impart weird stresses into the top, which is going to affect the way it vibrates. So I want to avoid that. I mean, it's hard enough making a guitar sound good without it having like these weird unknown stresses in it, which might be different each time you do it, hence the jig. So that's how I do my K braces, and I hope that was informative. Take care.